All of you. It's wonderful to have all of you people on time and waiting for the session to start. It beautiful. Before starting, I would like to introduce myself. I am Prathibha from Learning Links Foundation, supported by Dell Technologies. Okay, so today we will be learning more about game development. I'll be introducing a game development platform and how to develop games. What are the different types of games that you can develop? What are the other facilities or other important things that you can learn through gaming is what we're going to learn. So before doing that, there are few specific instructions that I would like to give for all the students, or if there are any teachers or the parents who is present in this session, I would request them to put down their name as with your name, hashtag, and then your teacher or a parent, so that we will be able to differentiate you from the rest of the students. I would request all the parents or the teachers to do that for now. And one more instruction I would like to give everyone who is present in this session is, whenever the session is happening, or if it happens that you got discontinued, if you're joining the session in between, something like that happens, the very first thing I want you to do is please keep your mic muted. Okay. If you could see the page, if you could see the window, this app, there is in the bottom of the page, just right below the center, there is an horizontal bar where you'll have your camera, where you'll have your mic, and you'll have your screen, and then you have your more actions, and then hide conversation and the number of people who are there in the conversation. I want you to pick the second option. Once you click at that, you will have an bar over the mic, which means you have muted the conversation. So whenever a session is happening, I request all of you to keep your mic muted so that the session won't be interrupted. One. Second, if I'm not audible, or if the session has been interrupted, if there is a network issue from your side or could be from my side, I want you to drop it down in the chat box so that I'll keep track of that, so that if I have to repeat few points, I will do so. Okay. And if that also didn't work out, then you can definitely unmute your mic and raise your question. Okay, so these are the few simple steps I want you to follow before we get into the session. Are we good with that? Yes, I am. If you have any queries, any questions, or yes, no, if you want to answer something, I want you to make an effective use of the chat box which is available there. Okay, so let's get on, start with the session. So since today we are going to learn about a gaming platform or gaming session, all this while I know we have been playing a lot of games, a lot. The COVID time, the lockdown time we have killed most of the time in playing games. I've been doing so. I believe you will also be doing that. So I would like to know what all the games you've been playing. You can type it down in the chat box. Okay. I want to know what are the types of game you've been playing. Wonderful. I'm already getting Minecraft, Free Fire. Fortnite. Okay.
Excuse me,
And
ma'am.
then yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt in between, but my chat box is disabled. Ma'am, Rishabh
Yes, ma'am.
Anand.
Mine too.
Your chat boxes. I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Your chat boxes.
Disabled.
Disabled.
I can't put any message there.
Oh, is that so? There is no such instruction as such. What I would suggest is I want you to refresh the screen. If that doesn't still work out, I want you to drop the call and join again. Could be because of loading. We might have the disability might have happened. Try it. Okay. Do join. In the meantime, we'll be discussing
So
about the
it could
games.
also happen, students, this could also happen in case the mail was sent to somebody else and you have forwarded that mail. But in case you had signed up and the mail was sent to you, then you can definitely chat. But if you have joined or forwarded, then there might be an issue. In that case, you can always switch on your audio and ask questions to ma'am.
Ma'am, ma'am, there is written that administrator has disabled your chat.
So no, that comes by default actually. That comes in case the mail which was sent to you for this was not your email ID. It was a forwarded mail. So, but let me just check in case if it is not the case, I'll just check for everybody. And accordingly, otherwise you can always use the audio.
Wonderful, thank you. So I've been looking at few of your games that you've been playing. Super Mario, Call of Duty, GTA San Andreas. Really? People, you've been putting all your time into PUBGs and Free Fires. Okay. Start of the quarantine, so now I'm ACE. GTA, okay, GTA 5. All right. All your gaming talents is restricted only to PUBG and GTAs and Free Fire, Fortnite. So that shouldn't be the case. The reason I asked you to state the games is, do you any of you have an idea how does your PUBG or a Free Fire work? When you're trying to pick up your ammos or your ammunitions, or when you want to turn towards your left or right, when you're trying to run, when you're trying to switch your um, what do I say, the ammunition which is given to you, do you know how does it work in the background? Do you know how to change it? By coding? Yes, that is by coding. Codes, codes, codes. Yes, by coding. But do you know how to code it? Do you know how to develop a game of your own on a high level program? Not necessarily it has to be a high level program. That is the idea of bringing the session to you, so that you will learn how to develop one such game. You do not have to learn you JavaScript, Python, C hash. All these things are not needed. Even with the simple programming languages and skills, you can develop your own games, which is much better than the Fortnite. Okay, so that is the kind of idea of it. Unity, brilliant. Scratch, good. Development engines, yes. These are the kind of things which we are looking at right now. But I would also like to take you Scratch coding application. Yes, that is for the beginners. Okay, so we would like to take you through the what are the different platforms which is available for you to learn in a very simple way and bring out brilliant games. Okay, so before starting, C++ construct, it seems like somebody have already gone through all the documentation, which is good. It is good preparation before you start. I would like to start share my screen now, and let's try and understand what is this gaming platform looks like, what are the options available, and what all we can exploit out of this. Okay, so let me share my screen, and there it goes. Let me know if it is seen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, no.
No.
Ma'am, there is black. No,
It
ma'am.
is
Ma'am, पूरा black आ रहा है.
पूरा black आ रहा है. एक minute. Let me stop the sharing and let me do it again. Let me stop and share it again. Probably because of my network issues, it might have popped out like that. Give control and there it goes. Students, let me see.
Ma'am,
Is it
again
still
black
black?
screen.
Again a black screen.
Ma'am, it is showing
Yes,
again
again
black screen.
black.
Actually, it takes few seconds to reach. It takes few
Black
seconds.
screen.
There'll be a black screen, and after few seconds, you will see the presentation showing. So just let's wait for some more seconds.
Ma'am, but I can see the mouse pointer.
You can see the mouse pointer, right? That means it is taking a little more while than needed to,
Yes, ma'am.
pop up. Yes.
Yes,
Let's wait
yes.
for 2 more seconds. I hope it is on the way. See, this is what happened when network goes bad. Okay, this might happen to you also when you're, developing your game or when you're working on the scratch or the construct. So we should make sure that we have a good internet connectivity. There are few prerequisites which is needed for this gaming platform. Not much bigger one, but a very simpler one. Like you should have a good internet connectivity. You should have your a smartphone. If you have your laptops or tabs, well enough, good. You can use it, very comfortably. But if that is not an option for you, you can always come back to your smartphones and use these to develop your games. I think there is a few problem which is there. Fine. Is it possible that any of my support team can share this PPT? Supriya madam, if you're still with me, can you share the presentation?
Yes. I'll share.
Please do. In the meantime, I'll brief them. So people talking about the gaming platform, coming back to it, there is a platform which has been developed by AIM. I believe you've heard about it in some of your schools. If it is not, it is called as ATL Innovation Machine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
ATL Innovation Machine, along with Dell Technologies and Learning Links Foundation, has come up with this brilliant platform of gaming, of bringing bringing it to students who are very interested in not only playing games but also interested in learning to create them. Okay, so these three people have come together and they have built this platform. So if in the meantime, what we will do is, if possible, if you have a good internet or if you have a second device as an option, I would suggest you can work with me parallelly. Otherwise, no harm. I want you to take a book and a pen, make a note of it, or you can constantly look at the chat box for the more information, how to go on, where to log in, all these information you will be getting. So you can note it down. Soon after the session, you can try all by yourself. Okay, those are the two things we are going to try and do it. So coming back to the gaming platform, this platform is named as Planet Code. Okay. So planetcode.in is the name. Like I suggested now, people, can you see the presentation? Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
start from this very
No,
side,
ma'am.
which is right there. Let's freeze this side. Let's wait for the others also to make it visible. People, the others who are not able to see it, is it still like that? Or can you see it?
Ma'am, I can't see it.
You cannot see it. Now it has been made a full screen. I hope you would want to refresh your site so that you get a better connectivity. Try again.
Okay, ma'am, now it is visible.
Brilliant. Okay, if it is visible, well and good. Then we'll take it from here. Okay. So like I was telling, there are three people who have come together in order to bring this platform to you. That is, one is Dell Technologies, the very famous computer or the systems who've been designing that. One major product of them, and then is AIM, which is the government of India itself, like Niti Aayog. It is partnered, and along with that, we have Learning Links Foundation. All these three big people have come down and then developed this platform. So why did they do that? In order to bring the gaming, make accessible to every one of you. Now, Mm, why gaming platforms? Now, I want students to come up with your answering. I don't want you to go by the slide. There are a lot of English and the words, jargons, which is written on the slide. But I want students to unmute your mic and give me what is that you learn from gaming. Do not go by the slide because I will figure out if you do so.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, through the gaming platform, we can learn about different types of codes, the technology, and we can say the deep thinking and the innovational thinking.
Okay, that has absolutely come from a little bit from slide and most of you from your bit, but I would like to know not by the gaming platform. Let's not go by the slide. Okay, I'm asking what do you learn or what do you get when you play a game? Could be a PUBG, could be or any other games that you play. Fortnite, all these things that you keep constantly playing, GTE, all these things. So when you're playing, what is that you feel when you play this game? What do you get by playing these games? Boys, all fortnights, I want you to pop up and answer this for me.
Can I tell?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Ma'am, we feel relaxed and have fun, and we spend our leisure time like this, and it creates a lot of fun for us. And other than our daily routine, these games help us to relax our minds for the next things to come in.
Oh,
It creates a rank
uh,
internationally.
it okay. That is a brilliant point. One is your relaxation, other is it gives you connection internationally. Is that what I heard?
Excuse me, ma'am.
And ma'am, it makes us logically overcome difficulties and problems.
Ma'am,
I didn't hear you. I want you to, repeat as much as you can. I didn't get somewhere there in between.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, we can,
Yes,
ma'am, we can
yes.
logically overcome any difficult problems by playing these games.
You can
excuse me,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
logically overcome problems by playing Fortnite, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Interesting. That's an
Ma'am.
Not
interesting
only
thought.
that,
Okay.
I mean, not only that, but other quizzes and all.
Hello,
There
ma'am.
are other games, yes.
Ma'am,
But
ma'am,
what
can I
I
tell?
saw on the lobby was everything was on Fortnite and PUBG, so I took it as one of them. Yes, you were saying something.
Ma'am, the game that I play is Minecraft. I think that game is a game is a thing which actually brings out the real things to you in a fun way. Means actually Minecraft is like a block game where you have to build different things. Actually in real life it's like architecture, but it is in a more fun way. So I think gaming platforms are like, not studying a difficult, but we are studying it a fun way. That's my understanding.
Wow, that is a good point. Games can
Ma'am,
also bring you information in different way. Lakshata, I think my voice is duplicating because of the echo effect because multiple mics are on at the same time. So probably when somebody is speaking, you might hear this. When everybody goes back to mute, you will not hear me. Okay? And
Okay.
yes, somebody was telling. Yes, please go ahead.
ma'am, games developer mental skills.
Mental skills like
Ma'am,
Uh,
critical thinking.
there was. I'm sorry. If all of you cannot speak to me, I would request all of you to use the chat box so that I can read it from there.
Can I
Okay?
tell?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, there are some games in which there are decisions. They are based on decisions, so they make so they teach us how to take decisions in real life also.
It'll help you making and it improve your decision
Yes,
making
ma'am.
skills.
There are
Okay,
like, ma'am.
wonderful.
Sometimes there are also logical games, ma'am. So, ma'am,
It
they increase our logical ability. I mean, it
also
increase our
the best.
knowledge, information, and
It
ma'am,
gives you
it increases
information.
our thinking. It increases our thinking.
That is coming out of the box now. Okay, but still I would
Ma'am,
consider it
can I
because you've
say?
stated
Ma'am,
it.
can I speak?
Ma'am, can I
Yes,
say?
yes.
Ma'am, it increases competitive spirit.
It increases competitive spirit. Brilliant. Nice observation. And I have few of them telling that it will increase your creativity, help in that is also nice. Increases the
Ma'am,
reflexes.
It
Okay,
also
you
ma'am,
were
can I?
said
it also
Ma'am,
helps us to work as a team. Teamwork is also uh, there
teamwork
in,
also matters when you're playing for the world championship. Uh-huh. I know
yes.
that well. Yes.
ma'am,
I
can I
get it.
say?
Yes.
Ma'am, we can get a better understanding of how we can play and all.
You
I
have an
mean,
understanding of how you can play. Okay,
yeah.
to summarize all of your points, if you have more points, I want you to drop it down in the chat box so that I will pick points from there and speak with you. Okay. For now, I would like to summarize all your points. Few of you have come up with telling that it'll help me in relaxing, in problem solving. It'll give me an information from the out world. I can work as a team. It'll help me to think better. I missed one point. That was. If I'm not wrong, decision making. Okay, so all these points you have placed without even knowing that gaming does this, at the background. Though we have spent hours and hours in games, it also gives us few skills. Now, these skills are something is called as 21st century skills, which is very much needed for present generation for your future workforce. Okay, so these are the skills. Now we'll get back to the slide and see what is written on the slides. So coding, what are coding and gaming? In order to game, you will need a lot of 21st century skills like somebody has unmuted the mic, so my voice is echoing. I can hear my own voice. Please keep it muted. Okay, so like I was saying, the gaming platform, whenever you play a game, it will definitely improve your skills, but you have to be a right choice. You have to make a right choice in order to choose which game you want to play. There are few games who gives you zero information or zero skills in playing that. Though I know you've been spending a lot of time with that, I don't want to mention any specific games, but you will realize it, or you might have already realized it. Okay, so I want you to, when you're playing a game, make a wise choice in picking a game and when you're playing. Apart from playing a game, today we are also going to learn how to develop one game so that you can go out and flaunt your game among your friends or among your schools, at anybody, wherever it is. You can just flaunt it and say, hey, I developed this game. You want to play? Okay, so you can do that also. There are quizzes, and then it's a great stress relievers. It gives your IQ. All that are brilliant. Okay, so now let's not delay any further and let's get into the gaming platform. Let's see what all the other things that we have in the gaming platform. Okay, can we have the next slide? Can we have the next slide? Concentration. Huh? There is another important reason for you to learn gaming today. Not only it improves your skills, not only it help you in learning the coding, it is also preparing you for the future workforce. Which means by learning coding more than there are in future the work is going to be divided between a machine and a man. So whatever we are doing, whatever I am doing, few years down the year, a robot could be standing here and then teaching you few topics, or it'll be helping you in learning something, e-learning through robots. That is an interesting thought, but also a little scary. Okay, so these things can happen in future. What if you do not be on the same pace with the running technology? Is you will be lagging behind. We might be at the end of the jobs, or if something happens, something similar happens like that, I want you to be prepared for that also, so that that is also the reason why we are learning gaming today. Okay, in a fun way, like you said, learning coding in a fun way, this is also in a fun way. Now, this is how the portal looks like. Like I told you, the portal is called as the gaming platform is named as the Planet Code, the one in the blue, PLANETCODE.IN. You have to type in the right words, otherwise you will not be able to reach the website. Okay, so when you type in this, it will take you through inside the portal. So let's see what is there in the portal. There are two ways of accessing it. One, you can actually go through the planetcode.in itself and then type on. The other way of doing this is going out to AIM portal, that is Atal Innovation Machine portal. If you type in aim.gov.in, it will take you to the AIM portal. Let me see if I can show you how to log in through the AIM portal if this doesn't work out. So you should know multiple means and ways of logging in. It might take a few seconds, so I want you to bear with me. Ah, so it might take actually more than few seconds. So ma'am, if you're there with us, please type it down. There she goes. Okay, so when you look at the address box, you have seen aim.gov.in. That is all you need to type, but that will take you to a page which looks exactly like this: Atal Tinkering Labs. Okay, when you see this, you will have an AIM logo on your left hand side, and Niti Aayog is the government organization which is bringing out the ATL labs to your schools. So I want you to remember these names because they are going to be of a big help. Not apart from the gaming platforms, Niti Aayog and AIM has also bought courses on AI, also artificial intelligence. So I want you to keep these names in your mind, so that if at any point of time if you get bored, start learning other than playing in a fun way. Okay, so coming back to the portal, when you look at the portal, you have a home page, you have overview, you have Atal Tinkering Labs, all of this. I want you to click on the Atal Tinkering Labs. Okay, when you click on the Atal Tinkering Labs, it will take you through the curriculum. There is ATL curriculum, the fourth option right there. I want you to go through that. Okay, once you click on that, there'll be a lot of options which government of India is actually offering us during this lockdown period, which is a brilliant. And out of all these curriculum, when you scroll down, you will have an ATL gaming module. Okay, I want you to click on that. When you click on the ATM gaming module, it will take you to the same portal which we just saw now. Okay, gaming module, and then we get onto the Planet Code portal. Okay, just watch videos and assembled code blocks. Brilliant. The portal is helpful. I made a game on Scratch using this. Ah, that's excellent. Even before starting the session, you've already started, which is brilliant. That's a very good work. I like the homework. Okay, so people, coming back to this, we have the portal on. This is planetcode.in. When you log into it, or when you have the website, this is how the website homepage looks like. So all top three people are there: Dell Technologies, AIM, Niti Aayog. At the bottom, we'll have the learning links also. Okay, so this is how the page looks like. You will have what are the different types of gaming platform which is available for you at this portal. This platform offers you three different types of programming. One is Scratch. Everybody is, I know most of you are familiar with the word Scratch, or you might have already designed a few, you might have been familiar with that. Okay. The second thing is Construct. I think few people who have done the homework knows it. If you don't know it, well and good. So know it. The first one is Scratch, the second one is Construct, and the third one is Unity. These three are the platforms which is offered by this Planet Code. Now, why only these three platforms? Why not other? First thing is, it is easy and it is accessible to any one of you. You don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything. Just log in, learn everything all that fun is for free. Okay, so Scratch, what are the types of games that you can develop in Scratch? I will show you in a moment. And talking about Construct and Advance, I'm sorry, Unity, what is that we can do in Construct? Somebody was talking about Mario, correct? So if you remember, somebody was talking about the game Mario. The Mario game is developed using Construct. So that is what the Construct platform can do. This is just an example, okay? And what is that Unity can do? Most of you have played PUBGs and Fortnite, but I remember a few years back you would have also, glue stick to your phones playing Subway Surfers. Anybody remembers the word Subway Surfers? So
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
know that, yes,
Yes,
Subway
ma'am.
Surfers
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Temple Runs. The most of the Monkey Run, all the Temple Runs is being developed using Unity. Okay, the gaming platform which was developed. If you want, you can go ahead, open the game, and you will see at the bottom by Unity. Okay, so these games are developed by Unity. So these three are the major platforms which is used to develop games, advanced level game. From the beginner to the advanced, all
Ma'am,
these things have been made available. Yes.
मैम जो पबजी और फोर्टनाइट है मैम ये अनरियल इंजन से बना है
Is a PUBG or a Fortnite? I'm sorry, I missed that.
मैम ये पबजी और फोर्टनाइट मैम ये अनरियल इंजन से बना है
Yes, ma'am.
Unreal से बनाया है, हाँ, वो that is done by Unreal. I was talking about Temple Run and Subway Surfer. Okay, that is done by Unity. If you want, you can create one very similar to PUBG and Fortnite using Unity also. Why don't you try? Okay, but I would not suggest any games which involves violence, which involves ammos, which involves hurting people, which does not give you any, takes you away from the humanity, the human aspect, is strictly restricted in this platform.
Ma'am,
Okay? Yes.
ma'am, if we are if we got the means if we learn the code or learn the code to make a PUBG also we cannot make it, because to make a game like that we will need our own big server so that we can store all the games. Where should these games go? All the data, all the accounts of the people. So that is actually a thing.
Correct. But you will know how to do it, right? At least you will know what is running in the background. When something is happening, you will know how it is actually working. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Because
That's
in
the idea.
constructing
Okay?
games,
ma'am,
there are
This is
many
to give
different
you a
different type of
platform to
platforms
start off.
and different
Sorry?
organizations to make.
I'm sorry, there was something. Please, can you please repeat it again?
Yes, ma'am. Because making such big games, such battle combat or other type of big games, there are many groups of people. Some are used for designing, some codes the game, and some are in graphics section. And there is a big team for making it.
Absolutely. There is a huge team who is working behind to monitor every single move of use or code every single options that you would explore. Okay. So the idea of this is not to teach you how to create PUBG or a Fortnite. That is a big no. This is only to teach you how to develop your own games. Games,
ma'am,
yes, good games, not bad ones. Okay.
ma'am, can we get a
Yes, you can download it onto your Android phones. You can put it on your Play Store. You can make your earning out of it. Could be used for a pocket money, but your game has to be that good. And also, these games, Unity, you can put it on your Android phones, not Construct or a Scratch. Okay, so in order to get to that level, you have to start from your basics. That's the idea.
can we get this on laptops?
I am sorry.
Can we get these applications on laptops also?
Yes, yes, absolutely. These all, like I told you, these platforms are all for free. It is an open source. You can download it and then use it in your laptops. Okay, Scratch, you can use it on your desktop also, but Unity and Construct, you will need a laptop or a tab in order to work with it. Okay. Construct is very new to you. I know today we are going to learn, a lot of things, but let's finish off with the introduction. Let's take you, how to do this, what all to be need to be done, how to do your homeworks. Let's give you a few basics and then I'll come back to the construct. Okay. So, where was
Okay,
I?
ma'am.
I forgot. So I was talking about Scratch. So there are three different levels of it. I know we are already comfortable with the term Scratch, Construct, and Unity, but there are also other terms for this. Scratch is for the beginner level, which means you will learn how to code. You will learn what are the blocks are used for. You will learn the basic logics of programming. Okay, so that's the idea of Scratch. There are interesting games using Scratch also. You can create your artificial intelligence related games in Scratch if you know that. You can implement your machine learnings in Scratch. So that is the that is the strength of the Scratch tool. Though it is very basics, it will give you a big ideas, big games to develop. So that's about Scratch. That is the beginner level. The second level is the construct. So the construct will help you in learning, intermediate level game of programming. First, you have to learn beginners, and then intermediate, and then the advanced. So I want you to follow this step. Just because if you jump onto the construct or the advanced, you might miss a few logics or the few points which might get tougher in the construct or unity. So you cannot come back, have that time lag, and then go back. Okay, so it is suggested start with Scratch. There are only few programs that you need to learn. So once you're done, you're good to go with the construct. Okay, so having that being said, now I would like to take you into the portal. Like for any portal, for the any games, any website, if you want to get more access to the information, the very first thing that you should do is log into it, or you should have a sign up. So that is precisely what we are going to do today also. So when you look at the website, there is on the top icon, there is something called a sign up. This is only for the first time. This should not be a new term to you. When you're logging in for the first time, you should first sign up. When you click on the sign up, you will have to give you information like you regularly do on your other thing. When you're creating a Gmail account, or probably when you're creating a YouTube account. Okay, so when you click on the sign up, you will have your information. There is a username, there is your first name and the last name. And ma'am, could you please take us through the thank you. So brilliant. So you have to create an account. In order to create an account, you will have to give this following details. One is a username, and there is a first name and the last name. Okay, username you can come out, or you can come with your own creativity and give all the wonderful names. But make sure you remember that, because your login details requires your username. If you forget that, again you'll be in trouble. Okay. So next is your email. If you do not have an email address, please give your parents. Otherwise, it is not a mandate. So you can still manage and log in. So no issues in that. And then the password, make sure you have a very good strong password, and make sure you remember it or jot it down somewhere. I don't want people forgetting username and password, again coming back to forget password thing. All right, so date of birth, I know you should give your own date of birth. Make sure you give an authenticated one, because that is one of the important data to be looked into when you forget your password. When you give forget password, it does not ask for you the questions, it will ask for your date of birth. Upon giving your date of birth, it will be able to send you a new link, or it will allow you to create a new password. So that, make sure you give yours, okay, not somebody else. And then your gender, you know what to do that, and the country, you know what to do with that also. In your school name, when you're typing down your school name, I want you to type in your full school name. Do not give me shortcuts like CBM, KB, PD. All these things will not work out. That's because there's thousands of people who are accessing this portal. If something goes wrong with your portal, we would be able to look into that specific information and then pull out the information if something goes wrong. So this school name will help out in sorting this out. So I want you to make sure you give a full name to it. Once that is done, you're good to go. You can sign up, and once you sign up, it'll take you into the portal. So before going any further, any questions so far, people? If I'm being too fast, or if something is not understandable, I want you to stop me right there and then ask. Chop chop. Any doubts?
Ma'am,
No,
I
ma'am.
tried
Ma'am, what
learning.
is the portal name, ma'am?
What is the
Portal name.
portal name? Is Planet Code, PLANETCODE. If possible, I will type it for you in the chat box.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not in PLANET code.
Ma'am, I have a question. Will we have? I tried logging in and looked at the videos. Do we have to memorize these codes?
Not necessarily. That is just to give you an idea. This block is being used in this way. You don't have to memorize. You just have to understand how the block works and put those blocks in the particular use in whichever way you would want to create your game. Okay? No memorizing. Mm-mm.
Okay, ma'am.
That's no fun. Okay.
Then what we have to write in username? Ma'am, I have not listened due to poor network.
I am sorry. What was that again?
Then we have to write in username?
Username, you can give any creative names. Like you always have your team names or the group names, or you want to give Captain America, good to go. Please give it, but make sure you remember it. Okay. Any creative names.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then, and any more questions? Can we go further?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. All right, fine. So
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you
Yes, ma'am.
log in, fine. Okay. So when you log in, what happens is once after I have to use construct. Yes, I will show you, Lakshita. You'll have to be a little patient. Let's take all this together and then let's walk together. Okay. Let's not leave anyone behind. Hmm. So coming back to the portal, welcome to Supriya Kadam. So that is the name of the ma'am. So it'll have your welcome tag on top of it, and then you will have your edit profile. In edit profile, there are a couple more questions like what is your interest or what do you want to become? What is your goal? So there might be few questions in that. Go ahead and fill it. If you don't do it, also it is fine. But I will. You will see it. You will see it. What happens? Okay. So I want you to go back, fill it, and then come back and tell me what if happens if you don't fill it. Okay. And then below that, when you scroll down, there are three badges. These badges are, one is the bronze, silver, and the gold, goes respectively for scratch, construct, and unity. As in, once you complete the course, the badge unlocks. Okay, so that you will know, yes, I have completed one level completely without any mistakes. Okay, so that's how it goes. So when you come down, there it is. One is the scratch and the construct and the advanced. All these three are available for you, but I want you to focus first on the scratch. When you open that, you will have a screen. You will have on the right side of the panel, you will have different projects that is available in the scratch. Okay, so see, you have few information about scratch. What is fun with scratch? Why should you even learn it? All these information are given. So when you have time, I want you to go through it and read it, understand, have a little knowledge on it. Is always good to know what is that I'm using, why am I using. Okay, so go ahead and learn that also. So when you scroll down, you have a series of videos which is going. Okay, these videos are sequential, which means unless you finish the first one, you cannot jump onto the second one or the last one. The videos are in the lock mode, so it is mandate you follow the sequence in watching the video. Okay, for example, I would like to learn about more about game development. It'll take you from the introduction. It'll first tell you what is about the game development, and then about scratch, how to download it. Once you finish downloading, it will guide you through the downloading. Once that is also done, and then it'll take you to how to develop a project. So in this, I want you to pay attention to few things. The very first thing is, the moment you see the black screen, some people come back and tell me, ma'am, the video is not working. I want you to read the English also, which is written onto that, which means it says you have to go back to the palette, select a video out of it, only then the video will start playing. Okay, so don't mistake this screen for not working, for an error one. Okay. So when you look at the palette on the left hand side, there is a beginner course. It talks about the game development. There is a platform introduction. That is the platform. Here is your scratch. So that is an introduction about the scratch. And then there is a theme. So what is the idea of a theme? Now we all know from the game playing, we are setting our minds towards the game development. In order to develop a game, and you have to make sure it has a quality in it. Okay, we don't, like I already said, we don't want to include any anti-human factors into it or anti-humanity factors into it. Okay, so we have given you a theme in order to develop a game. When you look at these themes, it is all assigned to one goal. The goal is UN Sustainable Development. Okay, there's a big organization somewhere in UN which has taking up the pointers all over the world where people, what is the welfare? It always thinks about the wellness of the people, for the welfare of the people, how to improve the quality of living of the people. So having that points in mind, it have few pointers or few goals in UN development. That is called a sustainable development. I want you to go ahead, Google that also, so that it will be useful in further whenever you're developing games. Okay, it is called a sustainable development, UN Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, there are multiple goals. For example, few goals are the climate action, few goals are health and well-being, few goals are helping people, public interest, deforestation, avoid deforestation, not deforestation, avoid deforestation or afforestation. And then there is a less usage of fuels. These are the few goals where the UN Sustainable Development is focusing on. So
Excuse me,
this,
ma'am.
yes,
Yes, ma'am. We have
Ma'am,
studied this in our
ma'am, the
subjects.
it is 13 sustainability goal, not the
wildfire.
climate action.
You are in the
Ma'am, the
13th. Okay, that is the 13th goal. The climate action is the 13th goal of UN.
yes,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, although now I am at the intermediate module of this, but when I was on the beginner's course, there were certain ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Uh, So, ma'am, during the beginner's course, there were certain problems in the course. Like in
Uh-huh.
the very first project, when I created wildfires, I
Mm-hmm.
have tried it about 5 to 6 times as the same code in the video. But
Mm-hmm.
at first, it worked, but it does not move. So, I've even added a query, and the reply I got was to try once again and check the FAQs. So I did the same, but
Mm-hmm.
still the wildfires didn't work.
The wildfire game, you followed the same instruction which was given in the video and it didn't work, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check that also. Mm, I would like to take this query, but can it wait? Can we wait till the end of the session so that I can clarify it to you individually? Is
Sure,
that
ma'am.
fine?
Sure, ma'am.
Yes. Ah, Brilliant. Okay. So somebody also pointed out that is the 13th goal by the US development, if I'm not wrong, correct? Out of 21, it is 13th one, correct? Somebody reminded me of that. Okay, fine. If that is there. So talking about, all your game development should have a theme behind it, not just running blindly behind some train collecting coins, not just collecting this. So we also should have a good idea, good knowledge behind your developing games. So that is the idea of having a theme for your game. So the theme which you will be following in scratch development, the game development, is climate action. So in this climate action, this talks about forest fires, the wildfires. You know, what are the effects of wildfires? Half of the Australia was wiped out when the wildfire just, swept. It was there for 3 to 4 months. People could not control it when it was so vast, so huge. There was a lot of property loss. So it is a good way to create an awareness using such kind of information. Like somebody said, a game should always, focus on having that information aspect. It should always give you the right amount of information at the right point of time. Okay, so this is how you're going to bring that information in your game to improve your quality. Okay, so one talks about the wildfires and then talks about the aquatic animals. We all know that we've been dumping millions and tons of plastics into the ocean, affecting the aquatic life. We are killing the marine life. The corals are being deployed. I'm sorry, it has been destroyed. So all these things are happening, so you can create an awareness through your games. So that is an idea of putting the second one. And the third one is trees. We all know, since I am from Bangalore, so I know Bangalore being called as a green city, and the greenery has gone down very much. To a greater extent, it has gone down. So we should also know what is the importance of growing trees or saving them. That is an idea for the trees. And then prevent ozone depletion. That is a very common topic that we all talk in our schools. For example, any competitions or any chart making, the ozone depletion has to be there, because there is too much of carbon dioxide in the air. We are making a big hole in the ozone layer, and thereby UV radiations pop in and we are affected. This cancer comes in. There are a lot of effects of that also. Okay, so if you put all these pointers in your game, let people play, probably you can reach them out in a better way. So they will also think, wow, that's a wonderful game which also gave me so much of information. Okay, and I wanted to focus on the last project, which is called as a capstone. Now capstone is a project, something which is for you. All these projects will teach you how to develop a game, but the capstone will just give you a topic or a theme where you will have to develop your own game with that theme. Once that game is developed, it is suggested that you will share with us if the quality is too good. If you have developed a really an amazing, brilliant game, trust me, your game is going onto the same portal which you're watching the videos. Okay, there is an option called as an upload. For now, we have stopped that upload option in your profile. So once you have finished all of this, the upload also will be active, so you can upload your games onto the national website where people from all over India will be watching your game or looking your game as a reference point. That is actually in a brilliant way to present your projects. Okay, not only sharing with your friends, you can share it with the whole nation. So that's the idea of having the project of a cave store. Okay, so having that being said, so now I will leave it to you with the scratch. What I want you to do is I want you to watch every videos, unlock it, and then follow the instructions which is given in the video. Like somebody just came back to me, said that, ma'am, I followed this, but this didn't work out. Let's get back to that and see, what is that we are missing and what happened. That will take it up later. So till now, do you have any questions so far?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No questions. All clear? Did it go inside or just bounced off? I hope it didn't bounce off. Okay. So people who have been doing the Scratch for the very first time, I want you to make a note of it. Scratch is being developed by an MIT. Okay, so this is the link. On the presentation, you can see the link, scratch.mit.edu. When you log into the link, it will take you to the two options in order to download the Scratch. So when you look at the requirements say either you should have Windows or Mac OS or a Chrome or an Android, whatever the device you are having. I want you to make a right choice of your device. If you're using Android, I want you to pick an Android OS. If you're using Windows, I want you to pick an Windows OS. Once that is done, I want you to click on the direct download. Please don't go anywhere, just click on the direct download. I believe all of you know how to install an application. If you know how to play a game, you will also know how to install an application. Okay, click on the direct download. The file will be downloaded. Once that is downloaded, I want you to open the file. Open the exe file and then click on the run. Once you click on that, your app will good to go. It will start installing. Okay, there are two things which you can do with the Scratch. There are two types of Scratch which is available. One is the online Scratch, other is the offline Scratch. If you do not want your data to be wasted too much, you can definitely go to the offline Scratch. Okay, Scratch desktop online. I'm sorry, offline. Scratch offline. When you when you type it onto your Google, it will give you direct link to that. Okay, so that you will not I'm sorry, you will not require any internet connection in order to access this. If you do not have any laptops or tabs, if you have only your Android phones, I would suggest that you should take Scratch online so that you can watch the videos or watch the videos on one side and then you can program parallelly onto the Scratch. It is suggestible. People do not just watch the video and then understand it. I would require all of you to go back and design each and every game which is given in that and then try your own game. Just don't watch and let go. Okay, let's not do that. Let's learn it. When you're learning it, you have to make sure you learn it completely. That's when our
Excuse me,
learning gets
ma'am.
completed. Yes.
Ma'am, in the ma'am, the third project of Scratch course,
Uh-huh.
in Trees Are Lifeline, there are only two videos in which in the second video it says that in the next video we will code the tree sprites, but there are no next video in which it coded the tree sprites. And I want to make that game because it was very interesting.
That's as interesting as it.
Like a
Let me
problem
check
with
on that.
me
The
too.
last time I checked, even today, there was some video available. Let me check that portal. I want you to put down your name and from which you are from in the chat box. Okay, let me check
Excuse
and
me,
then I'll
ma'am.
get back to you. Because
Excuse
last
me.
time I checked, it was there. The video was there and people have used it, accessed it. Okay,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, even this problem was with me too.
So you came across the same problem, is it? You didn't find the third video of tree,
Yes, ma'am,
the tree code
exactly.
for the trees.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check on that. Okay. Like I said, last time I checked, I did see the video. If there could be some network issues that you will not be able to see, but otherwise it should be good to go. But either the way, please drop your name in the chat box and which school you are from, so that I'll get back to you in person once that is sorted. Yes?
Ma'am, the chat box is disabled for me.
Then you will have to ask any of your friends to type down the chat box who has a login ID.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Any more questions, people?
Ma'am, I have got an email from ma'am ATL ma'am something like innovation technology innovation from for this and ma'am then also ma'am mine is showing that administrator has disabled chat for one or more users.
Okay, so you have the login ID, but still you cannot access the chat box, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
There might be an administrator setting. Probably they might have unnoticeably have deactivated it. Let me check that also. But next time when I come back, I'll make sure all the administration rules are permitted. I'll make sure all of you have an access to the chat box also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good. I didn't have video for coding the trees. There are, okay, multiple people are having the same issues. Then I will have to get back to the portal and check. Okay, so probably it might not be the issue at your end. It could be that, the portal might have put in a hidden mode or something. I'll make sure, I'll check that and make sure that video is available to you by end of today. Okay. So any other questions, any other doubts, any other queries that to be asked, clarified? Yes, no? Okay, now I would like, before going into the Scratch website and telling you about what these blocks are, how many of you are not familiar with the Scratch? Most of your schools are already teaching that, but still, if anybody, is there anybody who is not comfortable with Scratch or who has not accessed it? As a first timer, do we have any such people? Yes.
Ma'am, we weren't taught Scratch from schools. I just happened to see it previous day.
You just happened to see it the previous day and then you started learning. There's somebody who knows the Scratch from last 2 years. Otis, correct? Otis? If you can unmute your mic for us.
Ma'am, a few days ago I saw this Scratch option. So then I started learning it. It wasn't taught to us from schools.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so good. If you have come up with your own, not from schools, that is also great. You know what is the best thing about learning yourself? You can go back to your schools and tell your teachers, yes, I have learned Scratch. Why don't we teach it to my friends, or why
Hello.
don't we teach it as a subject? Because we can develop games using it. Try that.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Otis, you're there with me. Good.
Hello,
Now
ma'am. In my school, they did.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
ma'am.
I can hear you.
In my school, they don't teach us about Scratch, but there is about Scratch in the back of our textbook.
Oh, there is a Scratch in the back of your textbook. At least they have made the word familiar to you. Yes? We'll got the word from there and we'll get the programming, all the concepts from here. Okay, if people have already known Scratch or used it well, I want one of you to unmute and I want you to explain this very screen that you're looking at to the rest of the people who is in the meeting.
Ma'am,
Okay?
may I?
Yes?
Ma'am, this is basically it is an offline or an online coding platform where we have different kinds of options. The first one we can view the page, ma'am. It is the coding page. This on where this is the Scratch cat. It is standing. So this is a basic sprite. We can just change these sprites through the option given. There is an option to change the background and the sprites just below the stage, and there we have the coding options. There are many of the coding options, like we have motion, sound, looks, controls, events, etc. So from here, ma'am, we can code our sprites and our backgrounds, whatever we want to do. So ma'am, this is basically the code section. When we go to the next one, which is the costume section, there we can change the different kinds of costumes of a particular sprite or a particular type of background. For example, if I want this cat to have two different kinds of costumes, or I want that when I click the space bar, the cat's costume should switch to the another one. First step, I need to add the two costumes to the costume section, and afterwards I need to code the cat sprite according to that. Then, ma'am, we have last one is the sound section. In there, we have about three options, that is upload sound, a record sound, or choose from the library. Even these three options we are having in the background and the sprites also. So, if we can choose any one of them, the Scratch provides very good sprites, backgrounds, and the sounds basically. So we can add the sounds from the sound section, and from the sound section coding, we can code the sound for when it should play. Thank you, ma'am.
Brilliant. Can I know your name? What's your name?
Ma'am Lakshita.
Lakshita. Oh, this is Lakshita. Lakshita, what school are you in, Lakshita?
Ma'am Bal Bharti Public School, Ludhiana.
Brilliant. Is it out of your own interest that you learned it, or somebody taught you?
Ma'am, basically, I've started Scratch due to a school project, and I've just learned it myself. Then, when I started with this Planet Code, then I learned more about it.
Wonderful, wonderful, Lakshita. It is the way you posted, the way you explained everything was brilliant. Excellent work done.
Thank
I
you.
want you to keep this going, okay? So you can, if you're too good at it, why don't you record a video of yourself explaining how to use Scratch and share it among your friends? Why don't you try that?
Ma'am, I've tried to record a video in the Scratch. It was
Huh?
working, but only the voice was not coming of mine. So that was a issue.
Okay, okay. We'll sort it out also in the further sessions, okay?
Yeah.
That is an excellent work which was done by you, Lakshita.
Thank
Good,
you. Ma'am,
very good.
I'll try again to make a video, and I'll try to share with you if I get the your ID.
Absolutely, you can definitely share it to me. People, if like Lakshita, if anybody of you are interested, or you're developing games, or if you have reached out to your friends, families, teaching them, or you want to share anything with us, you can definitely drop a mail to me. Okay, I will share
Hello, ma'am.
all these details. Yes.
Ma'am, I have made a game in a software which is not actually concentrating on games. Uh, you may know the name. It's PowerPoint.
Yes, I know PowerPoint. So you have developed a game in PowerPoint.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, I can
Okay.
still hear you. I can still hear you.
I have
You
created two
developed a game in
games.
PowerPoint?
Yes, I also created a video for it.
Ah, wonderful. Could you please share your screen and show it with us?
Uh, Means how to make a game, make the game or the video. Hello, ma'am.
Video. Otherwise, you can explain it to the people who are there. I want you to explain, how did you do this game, or what is this game all about? If you can give a two-liners about it.
Okay, ma'am. I will.
Yes. You gonna go now?
1 second, ma'am. Let me open PowerPoint.
So there. Or if you
1 second,
have,
ma'am.
you can always share it to me. Okay. And then yes, please.
Ma'am, it is saying that I cannot share the screen.
If I am not wrong, I think. Am I
Only
speaking to Rishabh? Rishabh, is that you?
no, it's
No,
Vignesh.
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 Vignesh, which school are you in, Vignesh?
I'm in Saraswati Vidyalaya.
Okay, good. So you want to show them, or you want to explain it to the team?
I can show them, but I'm not actually having the option to
No
share the
issues,
screen.
no issues. You don't have to. You just explain or give a two-liners about what is that you have done in the PowerPoint.
Ma'am, what I've done is I made two types of games. One is actually a quiz game where you have to click on the correct answers to answer. Means if you click on the wrong answer, it will say that you are wrong. And the second game is actually a maze game where you have to use your mouse pointer. If you have to build a pathway using shapes or anything, and uh, we have to use a thing called action. There is action option in the tab.
Yes.
And what we need to do is we have to means go through this path without touching the red area. I mean, we have if we like create a bridge and down the bridge there is a lava. If you touch the lava with your mouse pointer, you will lose the game.
Huh. That's a brilliant idea. Maze running with a lava on it.
Ma'am, I
Interesting.
have got I actually got the option to share the screen. I can, if you want, I can share the screen.
Yes, yes, please do so. Let's see if team has time for that also. Let's see. All the interesting games, all the interesting good
Ma'am,
things.
can you see?
It is loading probably now. Huh. Yes. Click to add slide. Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So, ma'am, first of all,
Is it 1 minute? 1 minute, Vignesh. Just a moment. Are the other team members able to see it? Are the other team
Yes,
members?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. The idea of presenting this is, people, it is good. Okay, it is always good if you have something really brilliant, always share it with the team so that they will know. If they don't have an idea, they will get idea. You will be inspiring others. Okay, so it is better that way. That is the reason I'm asking Vignesh to share this, a little thing or a big thing which has done all by himself. And most of us won't
connected.
even have an idea that we can make games using PowerPoint, which Vignesh has already tried. Vignesh, over to you. Share your screen.
Hello, hello, ma'am. I just got disconnected. That's why
I saw. I
I'm
saw.
now the okay. One second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Probably loading, still loading. On the way. Yes, we can see your screen.
So, ma'am, first of all, what I need to do is take plain slide. There should not be any text box or something like that. So, first of all, let's menu. Let's so this is going to be the menu of the game. So, one second, ma'am. I accidentally
You can just play your
one second,
game
ma'am.
which you have already been created. You have already have created the maze game,
Uh,
right? You can just at least show us the picture so that we
yes,
will have an idea.
ma'am. I have created, but I actually deleted that game. That
No
slideshow.
issues,
I
no
deleted
issues.
it.
Then I would suggest that Vignesh, you come back to us with one PowerPoint game and one Scratch game in your next session.
Uh,
How does it sound?
ma'am, but I have got one game. It's
Vignesh,
actually a
your
maze
voice
game,
is
but
breaking.
it's
Your voice is
Hello,
breaking. I think we are losing.
ma'am.
hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Hello,
Vignesh, your voice is breaking.
hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, you were saying something. I think we lost Vignesh. Okay, fine. People who have next session, probably it is, I think we have taken more time than usual in order to have this session. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I want you to go back. I want you to, learn all these things. Have an, explore the portal, see how does it work, what all the videos are there, and then prepare your game of your own. In the next session, probably you can, if you have any problems or any queries, write it to me. And if you have any challenges, do get back to us. If you don't have, then I would be expecting a good game from your side. And
Excuse me,
when I say good game, yes, Lakshita,
ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, ma'am, I'm having a doubt that if you please clear, it will be good because I want to start with the construct.
Uh-huh.
Actually, when I added and opened the construct on the web, it was having certain coding at side, but I don't know. Suddenly, it disappeared and it is not coming. So, can you like just show what is the reason and how can I get it?
Lakshita, I think I am losing you somewhere when you say it was there on the screen and then it disappeared. It will be better if you can, share us some screenshot or something. If you can show us, probably then I will be able to understand better.
So, ma'am, shall I share the screen with you?
Yes, yes, please do so.
Sure, ma'am.
And people who are new to this gaming, who are still in Scratch, please make sure you have to access Scratch and then go on to Construct 1. So if at all you're using a Construct, somebody is already there, which means
Ma'am,
they have completed all of that. Yes, Lakshita.
ma'am, it's Surya,
Yes,
and
Surya.
I installed a Scratch application, but when I open it, so it's still a black. It's not opening. properly.
Which version of Scratch did you install?
I opened that scratch meet.edu/download and click on the that version.
So when you click on the version, like when I say Windows 10 or something, when you click on that, there is something called as direct download at the background. I mean, at
Yeah,
the
I
bottom.
clicked direct
You
download.
did that? Okay. Did it download? Did you see an exe file, scratch.exe file at the
Yes,
bottom of your
I
system?
ran setup and I
Okay.
opened the document, but
Uh-huh.
it's not working.
Probably the installation. Probably you might have the installation might have missed few files. What I suggest is, I want you to reinstall. Try to reinstall the run the setup again. Delete the setup which you have previously installed and run the new setup again. Okay. Probably
Ma'am,
few files might
excuse
have
me,
missed.
ma'am. Ma'am, is this visible?
Yes, Lakshita, it is visible, but just
Uh,
1 minute, Lakshita. I want you to wait. I am
sure, ma'am.
answering Surya's queries. Yes, Surya.
Sure.
Okay, is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Brilliant. Okay. Lakshita, back to you.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, I got disconnected due to some issues. So,
You've
ma'am,
been
when
doing it online, is it?
yes, ma'am.
Now, why
So,
don't you
ma'am,
download one? Why don't you download? Every time you're consuming more data, construct how much data does it consumes? Probably
okay.
because of that. Also, sometimes it might happen that way. Okay, but still, go ahead, show it to me.
So, ma'am, like when I started, there was suddenly on this my mouse
Now your
pointed.
voice is breaking, Lakshita. Your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, you can see my mouse on the screen.
Nope. Still nope.
Hello.
Yes, Lakshita.
Ma'am, here where my mouse pointed is, there it was like there was a
Lakshita,
coding.
I can see your screen, but your voice is totally breaking. I want you to type it down in the chat box now. So when you see this, the dotted line, people who are yet to go to the construct, let me give you a few brief pages onto that. The gray dotted lines which you're seeing is actually the gaming window, the game space. When you run the game, it is only that picture or that amount of pictures or the videos which you will be seeing. That only that specific image you will be seeing. If it goes beyond the gray line, any image which goes beyond the gray line will not be visible to you when you're running the game. So it is more like bringing into the vision and then hiding it. Okay. So always keep into mind, you keep all your important details within the gray line, and all the non-important details like hiding or popping up somewhere in between, you can keep it outside the gray line. Okay. Lakshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You were saying something. Your voice is
Yes,
clear now.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here there was a coding basically. There was
Mhm.
something like coding. I don't know surely because it is very new.
Properties. You're missing the properties window here.
Yes, ma'am, but it is not visible now.
That is because you have to go back to your menu and then you have to, accidentally you might have closed the properties window. So I want you to go back to your menu and then activate the properties toolbar. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
from
you will
here,
have view. Go to the view.
view. Yes,
View.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is there a property somewhere down there?
Yeah,
Bars.
ma'am.
Property
There.
bars. Yes. Okay. So if you miss anything, you can go back to the properties window, add them.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good to go? Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, Lakshita.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Anybody else who has a doubt? No? Okay,
No,
people
ma'am.
who have not done with Scratch, please do not jump onto the construct. It is a strict, request from all of you that you should not jump onto the construct. You can definitely, there are hardly 4 to 5 videos in the Scratch. Go ahead, lavishly enjoy all those Scratch videos. Develop one good games in Scratch, share it to me, and then you can go ahead with your construct. Okay, so this is for today's session. I think I have cleared most of it. If you have any doubts, you can quickly ask. Any information, any doubts that has been required? Anything?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Unlike this time, you have created a workshop on construct. Will you also create a workshop on Unity explaining all the basic features of Unity?
Absolutely, yes, we will do that. Okay, even even if the session is delayed because there are too many Scratch people who are still learning, the videos itself are self-explanatory videos. So videos will tell you where to click, what to drag, what to put. Like we showed in the Scratch, the construct also has similar kind of videos. So it will take you stepwise. If that is not helping, I will definitely take a session on how to develop construct games also.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I think that construct videos are posted yesterday only because when I checked a few days ago, they were said just get tuned because they are no, and the videos were not uploaded.
Yes, that is because we know Construct and Unity are too catchy and people will miss the basics. So in order to take them through the way, we just, had take a lavish time to posting it. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Good. Any
Ma'am,
other
it's
questions?
Surya
Yeah.
again.
Yes,
I
Surya.
reinstalled it, but yet it's again like that.
Surya, can you share me your
I don't know
screen,
it.
Surya? Share your screen. I would like to see it.
Ma'am,
For the other people who are still in the session with us, you can in the meantime I clear all the doubts. You can go ahead, start installing, open the Scratch, open the portal, make sure you log into it, you create your own mm, login IDs, and then start off. You don't have to wait till we finish the session. Like these people, you can start off.
And we have to
And
download construct the third version, construct 3.
Construct 3, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, the videos will suggest you that how to go through it, but still wait for it. I would not suggest to get on to the construct video as of now. Wait till Monday. There might be few changes in the videos, so as and when you try and complete it, it might go back to the stage. Okay, it is not completely launched yet. We are still loading a few construct videos, like few videos might go missing in between. So we are still figuring out the small errors and bringing out to you in the right format. That will be on Monday. So I want you to hold your horses till Monday and wait. Okay,
Hello, ma'am.
post Monday you are free
Okay,
to
ma'am.
access all the videos, everything.
Okay, ma'am. Please also ask my doubt from the authorities that why is the tree sprite coding video is not out
Absolutely,
there in Scratch.
absolutely. I'll make sure you have that video by end of today. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
we can download Construct 2 only. There's no option for downloading Construct 3 or Construct 1.
Construct 3 you can download, but it is always good to learn from the basic version, like I was suggesting. Apart from that, you can always go to the Google, type onto the Construct 3. There might be few slightly, option wise different. So you, as the video suggests, go to the Construct 2. If you're not comfortable, if you want Construct 3 in very specific, definitely Google will help you out in doing that.
ma'am,
And
Surya,
yes,
shall I share the screen?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Ma'am, it's a black color. Can you see it? Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
So this is what it looks like when I open the Scratch desktop. Completely blank.
Excuse me, ma'am.
It's loading. Please wait. Please wait.
Ma'am, I kept it open for about 10 minutes, but yet it's completely blank.
Yes,
Excuse me,
sometimes
ma'am.
it happens. Close it and you can reopen it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes, I can see it. Who is sharing the screen? Is it still Surya? Surya, is it you?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Surya. Go ahead, go ahead.
See anything from? Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, maybe the desktop do not have the requirements of downloading Scratch.
Ma'am, when I downloaded Scratch, it was Scratch 2.0 offline editor.
Okay.
Maybe Scratch desktop is not working properly.
It's a
You have
scratch.
downloaded offline editor. Not necessarily it has to be like
Ma'am,
that.
it's scratch 3.10.2.
Ha, see now you have to make sure that supports your operating system also.
Mine is Windows 7. So will it work on that? Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I didn't notice I was on a mute. Yes, you were saying. Uh,
Ma'am, it's the scratch offline application, right? It's 3.10.2.
it is 3.10.2. It is suggested. There might be few issues with 2.0 also. So I request you to go back and download 2.0 and then try.
2.0.
Yes, Scratch 2.0.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, on the ATL portal, I have completed the very beginner module, and even I got the bronze badge, but it is till yesterday it was showing completed all the videos. Yesterday at night I checked, but today it is not showing any one of them completed.
This is regarding the construct, is it?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, scratch.
Scratch. Okay, Scratch. Is it showing in this? So in the Scratch, you did complete all the videos and then it went back to zero.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. Even I have got the bronze badge too.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. This might be because like I told you, people are still working on the background to upload your construct videos. So whenever they upload the videos, they might have to restart the entire website. That's how it works. Like whenever you download some softwares, you have to restart your system, right? Something like that happens.
Yes, ma'am.
So it goes back to zero. So probably because of that, you might have faced that issue, but I will make sure that will not be repeated hereafter. Okay.
So, ma'am, it will be not like in the records which is there. So it will be zero only there in my ID.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ma'am, if I'm not wrong, there would be a certain like records. So in the records of my
People,
ID,
hold on, wait, wait. There are two people whose mic is on unmute, so I'm confused. Who's speaking to me now? Is it Surya or Lakshita?
ma'am, yes, Lakshita.
Lakshita. Then I would request Surya to mute your mic so that there's a background noise, slight background noise. Thank you, Surya. Yes, Lakshita, go ahead.
So, ma'am, like I have just twice or thrice a week before, I
Mm-hmm.
have completed the beginners module, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a badge, even bronze badge there. So
Mm-hmm.
from that, since that day, I was checking for the construct videos, and I got it even today. Just I
Mm-hmm.
checked before the session. So when
Mm-hmm.
I like checked in the scratch videos, it was till yesterday it was showing all completed, and now it is not showing completed. It is showing like all blank.
Like I was telling you before, see they
Yes,
are
ma'am.
still trying to work on the planet code. Now they are working on. See, yesterday the construct videos was not there. Today the construct videos has come. So they are making sure all the videos are available, arranged properly or it is all sequenced properly. In order to do that, if you make slight changes, every time you make a changes, you might have to restart restart the entire website. When you restart the entire website, all the changes which you have done might be lost. Okay, so that might be the reason. Probably this will not happen to all of them. Probably one or two special cases that might, it might go that way. But
Yes.
I will also note this to the team to make sure they rectify this error. Okay, Lakshita?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. People, any other questions? Any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
No doubt. All good to go? Is it good to wind up the session?
Yes, ma'am. But ma'am, you didn't explain much about construct.
I didn't explain much about construct because this is an initial, the very first session. I would want the others to focus on the scratch. If I jump to construct, they will also jump to construct. So I will make sure that I bring, a better session of construct in the next session. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I was saying because construct is very new to me and I don't know anything about it. Scratch was not new to me because I've also learned about it in fifth class also.
Okay, you don't have to worry about that at all. We'll take you like we took through the scratch, how to log into the portal, everything. The first sessions, we will take sessions. If you have doubts on scratch, we will take a particular sessions for that also. And if you have doubts on the construct, we will take sessions for that also. So you don't have to worry. We'll be there to support you all along.
Ma'am,
Okay,
can we
thank you,
Also
ma'am.
have
download?
made some games.
Who
Ma'am,
has
can
made
we
some games?
download Scratch from other websites?
Yes, you can download Scratch from other website, but MIT EDU is the source of it.
Ma'am,
So you will get the authenticated, better quality
excuse me,
one.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I also want to show my project.
You also want to solve a project. Who am I talking to? Who is this?
Ma'am,
Eklavya?
make love. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Eklavya. Please go ahead. What is the project that you have done?
Ma'am, can I share the screen?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, Scratch desktop.
Surya, is that you? Scratch Desktop 3, I heard only that.
Ma'am, can you see the screen? Ma'am, can you
Ma'am,
see
Scratch
the screen?
desktop is supported by Windows 10 only.
See, that is now that
Ma'am,
is
can you see the screen?
yes, yes, I can see the screen, Eklavya. Surya, I
Ma'am, I
want you to check your operating
Okay, ma'am.
system requirements and
First, I
the
made this game in this.
Eklavya, just one moment,
Ma'am,
just one moment.
ma'am, I have.
This is code.org, correct? We have lost both of them. Okay, I will take on one with them. For the rest of the team, thank you for your patience. I know this might have been a monotonous conversation, a lengthy conversation, but it is just to make sure that everybody has understood every single details. If you have more doubts, it can be individually clarified also. So that is the only reason the session was prolonged this long. So otherwise, I think we are all on the right track. Now, I would like to wind up this session at this point of time
Hello,
so that I will give you
Ma'am,
more
when will
time.
the next class be?
hello, ma'am.
Your
Excuse me,
next
ma'am.
session
Ma'am, can I share Mama, can I share a scratch project?
I would like to see all those projects, but there are other people who are on the line. They might get, little disappointed because you are all sharing the project already. They have not started it yet.
Ma'am, where
Okay, so I don't want to
will be
demotivate them, but I will
Excuse
have
me,
a
ma'am.
separate session. People listen up. I will have a separate session. The only session where I am not going to talk anything. I'm not going to explain anything. I want each one of you to share your screen and share your projects and explain it yourself. That's how we're going to do it. Is that fine? The next session.
Ma'am, when will
Yes?
the next session be?
okay, ma'am.
The information about the next session will be intimated to you like the same session. You will get a mail on it so that you can click the mail, click on the link and join the session. Okay. But this information will be noted to you post this session, not now. I cannot give you the right timings right away. We will
Okay,
see,
ma'am.
check in the timings with all of you and then schedule a meeting. Okay. So information will come to you through mail. Is that fine?
Okay, ma'am. It's fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, people.
Hello,
Now
ma'am.
it's a good. Yes, yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
I is does it bother you because I'm Vignesh? Do you know me,
Yes,
Vignesh?
yes, Vignesh. Yes, Vignesh. Tell me.
Ma'am, I recreated that game in PowerPoint, so can I show it right now?
I know you
I
have,
just quickly.
taken your extra efforts in doing that. I even stopped somebody else who wanted to share, just because it should not demotivate others. So I am arranging a
Okay.
next session where all of you should. It is not can. It is a should. Where you must share your screens. You must share your projects. Okay, that is what the next session is all about. So I will give you all of you a chance to explain it to the whole team, not just to me, but to the entire people who is attending the session. Is
Okay,
that
ma'am.
fine?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
If even if that is not possible, I want all of you to share your projects to my mail ID. I've already shared that information. Scroll down above the chat box. You will have my mail ID. You can drop your mails. I would love to see all the projects that you have developed.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, and if you are sending me a projects which you have developed, I want you to share few information also, like what did you develop, your name, a few liner or a description about your project, which class are you from, or which school are you from. Okay, your name, your school name, your class, and your place, because we are being connected throughout India, so I will not know which place are you from. So it is better that you suggest your place also, and a few liner, a description about your projects. Remember, all your projects will be checked. All I will look through all of the projects. If I find a good quality project, I will definitely upload it onto the same portal. Okay, so feel free to share your projects. Are
Okay,
we
ma'am.
good?
Yes, ma'am.
Garima, I have already shared my mail ID on top of this chat. If possible, do scroll up. If not, I will, by the end of the session, I'll type down my mail ID again. Okay. So brilliant. So let's try and wind up the session so that I'll give you enough time to go ahead and explore the portal, uh, game well, make sure you have the right information to pass it on through your gaming. All right. Thank
Okay,
you
ma'am.
all.